All right, let's. What I want to talk about today. I want to talk about females.
That's a good topic. That's a good topic.
I want to talk about in relationship to social media, in relationship to like just the new kind of world that we're living in. I think it's fucking crazy. I think it's like challenged. It's like challenged people to like the craziest degree. Like it's just harder to get girls. I think.
If you got that 1 mil though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
got
like
that 1M.
You think it would do wonders? Maybe it's me, but it hasn't
on.
done much.
Did it not help? Like did.
Nah, bro, but it's also like a thing. I think it's where are you in the country or in the world? Like
What do you mean? Where are you? Like your location in like
where?
you're
Like
in LA?
it depends on what city you're in, type shit. In LA, it's too competitive out here. The market's too saturated.
So having followers helps.
Yeah, but like you know how the girls are in LA. Like they
man.
see the mill, but if they see that 1.1 mil, that guy's ahead of you.
Oh.
And at the spots that we go to, that's usually how it is.
Do you think it's like straight up followers? Or like it's also like who your network is,
Sure.
who you know,
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
I think, well, with LA, I've realized, because I've been here now for like a month going out, it's so fucking sceney, bro. Like everywhere you go, you're seeing 5 or 10 other like influencers, and as opposed to in Miami, there's nobody else really like in the YouTube game or like in the content game there.
But there's other people who are flexing other things like money and cars and shit like
I don't think it's that much about the followers, to be honest. I think that's the illusion if you don't have it. But I haven't ever seen a girl really like flip a switch when they saw my Instagram with the verified check.
So you think the verified check means a lot?
Maybe it gets you seen in the message requests. When you pop up, it shows like
Right.
it stands out among the others. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Ultimately, I think it's your character and how you carry yourself.
Going off that, it's actually can be a negative thing, because then these chicks just assume like,
Preconceived ideas.
yeah, like, whoa, this guy's got M's.
I think doing it without even trying to show it, like they see it, like you just still act.
What about in relationship to, because most people listening to this probably aren't dudes with fucking check marks and shit with millions of followers. What challenges do you think it's added to those guys? Like, and how do you think you can combat that if you're just like we'll call it a normal guy, not on social media, not with a bunch of followers?
I think it's getting really hard for the normal guy. I think the normal guy has to do everything they can to make a lot of money and to be the best person they can be. Because I think the average guy is fucked. Every single one of these girls, I've been doing a lot of research into this. All these girls think they deserve a guy who makes 6 figures. All of them want the highest earner. All of them want to settle down with the top man, even without doing anything to get there. Men understand that you need to be the best in order to get all these bitches, queens. But they all think they deserve that because of the illusion of how many DMs they get. So the average guy is fucked. I think it's getting worse. If you look at the inflation rate, if you look at how guys in this if you have money and you have influence, you're fucking all the bitches. And the average guy is like really like swiping all day, paying for Tinder Premium and struggling. So all we have to do is just be the best.
Be better. Yeah.
I don't know. I think though, what if you're like in, let's just say, for example, what if you're in Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, you're a good looking guy, you got money, like you work finance, you work whatever, real estate, and in that part of town,
I see what you're saying.
it's way different. That's what I'm saying. Like there's levels to it, and it's also,
I don't see what you're saying.
It's more social proof, I think.
He's saying in a place like Dallas, Texas, or a place that's a little more like less social
about the
media
social
driven
media
and
shit.
influencer driven, which like Miami would be a big spot.
LA.
LA's the biggest spot. That like maybe guys who are just more like less following, but like maybe they have some shit going on for themselves. They don't have to like compete at the highest level. But I'm not saying that that's not true. I think that's true. But my question to it now is like, there's probably a dude who's gonna fucking slide in that chick's DMs because he can just do it at any point. He's in New York and he's got millions and he's got money and he can just fly her out. And he's like, is he just gonna pull her away from that guy that's like successful, good, cool? So guys are now competing with like the top, I guess, echelon of guys. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but now that makes me think like, what do you like? Now I'm starting to think, what, you think chicks all they care about is fame?
No, not at all. I think you get deluded if you're in the social media bubble. Then you're only around OnlyFans girls and clout chasers and stuff like that. I was on No Jumper podcast the other day, and I told him I had a girl come to the studio. He's like, "Oh, would you be upset if I fucked her?" And I'm like, "Well, there's no way you have. Like, this girl's like a Christian girl from a small town. She's got no followers. I think if you're in this scene,
Well, did he fuck her?
no.
Oh, okay.
Your idea of everybody is just what is social media girls, OnlyFans girls, porn stars, and IG thoughts. That's not most girls.
Facts.
For sure.
That's not even close to it. But if we keep talking about that, we're claiming that all these girls are clout chasers. That's not the majority of girls. So no, I don't think that all of them are clout chasing. Like Salim, for example, I've seen him around a couple girls, stuff like that. I don't think any of them care about his clout. I think that the girls fall in love with Salim because he doesn't give a fuck about them and like he's funny.
That's another thing though,
Yeah.
is I think the Clout gives that introduction. Like it's an introduction thing, right? Like they know so when we go out in Miami, they know who Salim is, but then they get to know him and then they really fuck with him.
I don't think they're going to fall in love with Clout. And also, it gives you the accessibility to go into clubs and the ability to be at restaurants and have a fun time and be outside, but they are not going to fall in love with Chihuahua.